Hi, everyone, and welcome to our very special online crystal class today. Our topic is psychic self-protection for sensitive people and empaths with Amethyst crystal. So welcome all of you to class. It is so beautiful to have all of you here. This class is very near and dear to my heart. My most favorite crystal is Amethyst, and being an empath myself, I have developed these techniques over time, which I have found really useful for myself. And I am really honored to share these beautiful healing techniques with you. So very shortly, I'm going to put you into breakout rooms to have a little meet and greet with each other, because it's always nice to connect with each other in these classes. So when I open up the breakout rooms, I would like you to share three things. Number one, tell your group what your name is, what city and country you are in, and then to show your group the amethyst that you will be working with today. So I'll start to give you the example. I'm Christa, I'm your teacher. I'm in Vancouver, Canada here. And the amethyst that I'm going to work with today is this beautiful amethyst sphere. I just love this one so much. So I will be working with this one today. All right, so I'm just going to open up the breakout rooms, and you'll have a little pop up on your screen to join the breakout room, and you'll have a few minutes to share with each other. You'll have about 3-4 minutes to share. Okay, so welcome back from the breakout rooms. So let's now dive into our very special topic. So I'm just going to share my screen here and we shall get started. All right, let's dive in. All right, so our topic, psychic self-protection for sensitive people and empaths. So let's just briefly go over how to cleanse crystals. So this is very important information to know. It's always important that we cleanse crystals before we work with them for healing, and also directly afterwards for healing as well, once we complete our healing work with the stone. The reason is crystals and gemstones will absorb our stress states, our negative emotions, and that will go into the stone. If you are also working with stones where you go to the store, whether it's an online store or a brick and mortar store, and you buy crystals, chances are those crystals pass through many people's hands. Lots of people were touching them, handling them, and they could have some energy where the stone absorbs some of those people's energies, stress states, negative emotions, and that goes into the stone. So when you buy the stone, there could be some of that emotional energy in the stone. So it's very important that you cleanse them. And there's two of my favorite ways to cleanse them. One is the smudging method. So burning some dried sage leaves or Palo Santo wood, or there's 3 types of cleansing incenses: frankincense, myrrh, and white copal. So I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Or working with a bowl of dry sea salt, and you let the crystal rest in that bowl of salt for a few hours. Okay, so let me show you the smudging method. Now, okay, this is a bit of a fire hazard. So I have a dish of water here. And what I'm going to do is light the wood on fire and pass it through the smoke. So when I get it smoking, so whether you use the Palo Santo wood, which I have here, or sage or incense, you just get it smoking. And then you're going to speak an intention for cleansing, which makes the cleansing process more powerful. Okay, so I'm just going to get this smoking. And I'll say, thank you for cleansing all negative energy and unwanted energy from this crystal. So it's cleansed and purified completely. In full faith, so be it. And then I just pass the crystal through the smoke like that. Okay, just like that, couple of seconds and it's done. And then now I put this in my dish of water to put out the flame, the smoke. So making sure that it's out. Okay, so that is a very quick way to do it. My second method that I like to use is the dish of dry sea salt. So I would put the crystals in the salt and let it rest for a few hours. If I'm getting crystals home from the store and it's like the first time I have them, I'll let them rest in the dish of salt for a good 24 hours. The salt acts like a vacuum cleaner, just pulling out those negative energies, those stress states, okay, into the salt, and then it will purify the crystals and they'll have a really nice high vibration. So when you get them home, cleanse them right away. When you do your healing work, cleanse your stones right afterwards so that they are clean and pure. And then that way it will keep its healing vibration really high, bright, strong, and powerful. Okay, very good. So let's carry forward. And let's dive in now more to the
I had a small question, Chris, if I may ask.
Yes, I would like to hold questions to the end, just
Sure,
because
sure.
too many interruptions will disrupt our flow of class. But if
Agree.
you have a quick question about cleansing crystals, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just asking if at all we can use black salt or any other salt for resting the crystal.
Okay, very good question. So yes, you can work with other types of salt. So sea salt, Himalayan salt, black salt, any of those salts have cleansing properties except Epsom salt. So that one has a different healing property. So not that one, but other types of salt are good. So yes, you can use those other ones. Okay, so let's carry forward and dive in more to our topic. Okay, so let's talk now a little bit more about the healing properties of amethyst. So amethyst is a wind gemstone and crystal. Wind element gemstones and crystals help to move stagnant energies. So just like a wind, if a wind was blowing outside and it blows away dried leaves and debris, the wind crystals and gemstones cleanse all of those negative energies, stagnant energies, and clear them out. Wind gemstones also work on the mind, so it also helps to promote clarity of thinking and cognition and helping you to have a really nice, clear mind. Also, amethyst cleanses and dissipates negative energies and negativity, so negative stress states and negative emotions, and cleanses and clears that out as well. So let's talk now a little bit about some benefits of amethyst that we will be working with in this class. So amethyst has many healing benefits, but we're only going to be focusing on certain ones in this class today. So beautiful healing properties of amethyst: cleanses negative energy and negative energy attachments and negative psychic debris that the aura can absorb. So absorbing negative energies, negative stress states and emotions from other people or places that can get stuck in the aura, that can get stuck in the chakras, that can also penetrate into the body and go into organs, glands, tissues, muscles, joints. So amethyst helps to cleanse that from the body, from the energy systems of the body. Amethyst is so beautiful because it also helps to repair, balance, and strengthen the aura, which also boosts natural protection from negative psychic energies. So sometimes our aura can have holes, tears, weak spots. So the amethyst can actually repair that, strengthen our aura, and boost our natural psychic protection from negative energies. Also, amethyst helps you to center your energy, to keep you calm and relaxed. Also helps to soothe stress states and transmutes negative energy in the environment. So sometimes people, when they're in emotional states or stress states, they emote that into the environment and it can get stuck in the environment. And then people in the room or the space can be affected by that. So amethyst helps to transmute that negative energy in the environment into positive energy, creating a beautiful, uplifting, and soothing environment and space. Okay, so let's now talk about the different types of empaths. Okay, so all of us being in this class, chances are you are maybe an empath. So there's different types of empaths. And what an empath means: empaths are people who are sensitive, who can understand the emotions of other people, understand what they are going through. They have compassion for others. So the empath can put oneself in another person's shoes to really understand what they're going through in life. And that's actually a really beautiful gift to have. Some people are very clueless, sometimes they don't understand what other people are going through. They might say to a friend going, "You're stressed out. Why are you stressed out about that? I don't get it." Okay, that person would not be an empath. An empath would be like, "Oh, you're going through stress. I'm sorry that you're going through that. Yeah, I can totally relate to you." So an empath can understand what people go through, their stresses, their emotions. And there's different types of empaths. So we have what's called the physical empath. Empaths and sensitive people, they can pick up on the energies, emotions, and stress states of others. And they can also absorb those energies, those negative emotions and stress states, and become affected by it. So for instance, there's a physical empath. If you are a physical empath, you can feel the physical pain of others in your own body. So for instance, if you're an empath and you're hanging out with a friend and your friend has knee pain and says to you, "Oh, I've been having this knee pain, it's really painful," the physical empath will start to feel an aching sensation in their own knee. Or the physical empath can feel someone else's emotional energy as pain in their own body. So if an empath was hanging out with a friend and the friend was going through sadness, the physical empath might feel the other person's sadness in their own body, like a tightness in the chest. Okay, so that would be a physical empath. Emotional empaths feel the emotions of others. So if an empath was hanging out with a friend and the friend was feeling anxiety, the emotional empath would then absorb that anxiety energy and start to feel anxious themselves. That's an emotional empath. Then we have an earth empath. Earth empaths feel the energies of the world, especially world events. So if there is a natural disaster or a man-made disaster, if there was, let's say, a storm and there was a flood, and the earth empath would feel that emotional energy in their body of other people who are in that situation of the flood. Or if there was like an airplane crash and people were suffering there, the earth empath would feel that even when they don't know that that event has happened yet. They would start to feel that in their body, usually feeling tired. Energy drain can be like that. Headaches are a very common feeling, a little bit of a wave of nausea for no reason. So they could feel that. Plant empaths feel the energies and emotions of plants. So if there was, let's say, a chemical spill and that was affecting water or plants, the plant empath would feel that emotional energy from the plants, could feel the suffering of plants. So that's kind of a subtype of empaths. And an animal empath would feel the emotions of animals. So if an animal was stressed or anxious or feeling sad, the animal empath would feel that energy from the animal and absorb that. So I would like you to think about, what type of empath are you? Now, you might have one of these more dominant. You might be a combination of some of these. So go ahead and type in the chat box what empath you are. And it'd be nice just to see that and see what the synchronicities there are between the groups. So go ahead and type that in. Okay. So as you type that in, let's talk now about some symptoms of picking up negative psychic energies from other people, because this is so important that you recognize these symptoms. As soon as you start having 2 or 3 of them, you know that maybe you have absorbed somebody else's emotions or stress states, or emotions and stress states from the environment. And if you start having some of these symptoms, then I'm going to recommend stop what you're doing, work with the techniques that I'm going to teach you in this class to help release those negative energies from you. Okay, so some of the common symptoms are a sudden loss of energy and feeling drained. Like you're feeling good, energetic, and then like, boom, it's like you're all of a sudden tired, yawning, feeling drained for no particular reason. Prolonged or distressing dreams and sleep disturbances. You have a hard time falling asleep, staying asleep. You're having kind of strange dreams because that emotional energy can play out in your dreams. Unexplained headache, nausea, and or dizziness. So again, this is not something you ate that made you feel nauseous. You're feeling good, and then all of a sudden, headache, all of a sudden feeling a bit of nausea, feeling slightly dizzy. Also feelings of disempowerment. So your mood can be really good and high, but if you absorb some of those emotions and stress states from people, all of a sudden you just feel low, you feel down, you feel disempowered for no particular reason. The reason is you absorb that energy from someone else. Feeling irritable and depressed mood for no apparent reason. So all of a sudden you start getting irritable and you start getting grumpy with people and situations out of nowhere. Also another one, oversensitivity to the environment, resulting in anxiousness. So this is getting sensitive to sounds, sights, smells in the environment, and then you start feeling anxious about that. Oversensitivity and low tolerance to other people's stress and emotional states. Okay, let's explain this one a little bit, because the empath is compassionate towards other people's suffering and emotions, and they can understand. But when the empath starts to absorb those negative stress states and emotions, they become more sensitive themselves, and their tolerance level goes down, where they can't even tolerate listening to other people's complaints or stresses, or if they're sad, it's like, can't even listen to that. It's like they have a low tolerance all of a sudden. Tolerance level goes down. Also, the empath, if they've absorbed those negative psychic energies, they exhibit the emotions and or behavior of other people they have come in contact with, even though they're no longer in their presence. So for instance, myself, let's say being an empath, if I was hanging out with my friend and she was really sad, and then I left my friend, I went back home, and all of a sudden I'm at home and I just feel so sad. Like I can't shake it off, I just feel so sad because now I've absorbed that emotional energy and it's affecting my mood and I'm now sad. Another symptom, feeling confused and out of sorts, like you just feel out of sorts. And then being sensitive to lights, sounds, smells, sights in the environment, even sensitive to touch. It's like lights are too bright. The sounds are like too loud and jarring. It's like you love the smell of lavender and all of a sudden you don't like it. That would be one of those symptoms. So think about some of these symptoms that you might have experienced, and it will be nice for you on a piece of paper to write down the top 3 that you feel. Which ones do you feel the most? Because usually there'll be about 3 that will feel the most. Those will be the ones that happen the quickest or the easiest. So it's nice to recognize that so that you know as soon as you start feeling those 2, 3 symptoms, you need to then clear your energy fields of that energy. Okay, so go ahead and record that down. And you can even type that in the chat box too, and it'll be interesting to see what type of symptoms people feel the most. Okay. So let's now talk about what an empath should be aware of. So empaths can be prone to mood swings. Why? Because they absorb that emotional energy from other people and places. So there can be a tendency towards that. Also, sometimes a tendency to be ungrounded and feel overwhelmed. Also, a tendency for some empaths to put on extra body weight as a way to add insulation, protection from other people's energies. And this is like putting on the weight for, I'm going to say no reason really. It's like your diet is good, you're exercising, you know, you're eating the same good, healthy foods, and all of a sudden you start putting on weight, like for no apparent reason. That would be a way to protect and insulate from other people's negative energies. Also, some empaths can be prone to digestion problems or lower back problems because the solar plexus chakra is where a lot of emotions can be held. Like they can go sometimes there first, and that would influence those areas of the body. Empaths often feel tired and drained from being emotionally weighed down. So feeling tired, just can't get the energy levels up, feeling tired day after day. Also, empaths can be prone to sensory overload, sights, sounds, smells, fast movements, and it can just be sensitive and jarring. So it's important to be aware of this. And also, it's also important to know what empaths need. So as sensitive people and empaths, having more time in nature to replenish our energy is good. So just being in nature, nature has beautiful healing energy. So whether you are at a park or in a garden or going for a walk in the forest, or if you live near the water by a beach or being by a lake or river or waterfall, that will replenish the empath's energies. It's like the empath will absorb all of that beautiful healing energy from nature, and the empath will recharge with good energies. And also, I just want to pause here because empaths can also absorb the good energies from people too. So if an empath is also hanging around people who are joyful, in a good mood, upbeat, inspiring, the empath will also absorb those good emotions, and it will have a good effect on the empath. So even hanging out with people that are that high vibration can also be very nourishing to the empath. Also, the empath having enough alone time to emotionally decompress. So if the empath has been around a lot of people or have, you know, been, let's say, out and about, just having some nice downtime, if they have been spending a lot of time with people, just to emotionally decompress. Having a clutter-free environment is also important for the empath. Too much clutter will collect stagnant energies and negative energies in the environment, and that can affect the empath. So having things neat, clean, organized will help a lot. Doing regular grounding exercises and meditations are also good to help replenish the empath, recharge their energies. Cleansing the aura to clear out that emotional energy and stresses that have been absorbed from others, other people and places is important. And I'm going to teach you a technique to do that. So doing that on a regular basis. Limit it or avoid watching the news, violent movies, and or negative TV programs, and also unplug from technology and social media from time to time to have a break. Why? Because there can be a lot of negative energy there, like a lot of negative, things in the news, negative events, negative emotions on social media. Sometimes people are, writing a rant or posting a video of a rant, and there can be a lot of emotional energy in those posts, and you read it. Okay, you might absorb those energies even from reading someone's post. Okay, so limit that is good. And even just like negative TV programs and movies, especially when they have high drama. I'm not saying avoid it completely, but take breaks from it from time to time. And also, when people ask too much of you, set healthy boundaries and politely say no so that you don't overtax yourself. So if you're saying yes to a lot of requests, can you help me with this? Please help me with that. If you're giving too much of your time, energy, and attention to other people and not enough for yourself, that will wear down the empath, making the empath more sensitive to absorb the emotions of other people as well. So balance, everything in balance. You can still be helpful, and that's great, but also put time and energy back into yourself. That brings it into good balance. And having an energetically clean home that has a positive and high vibration, it becomes a sanctuary for the empath. It's like the home feels good, and then the empath can feel at ease and recharge their energy. Okay, so these are things to be aware of. These are so helpful. So very good to be mindful of that. Okay, so let's dive into our very first healing technique, cleansing bad vibes. Okay, so negative vibes that you might have absorbed from other people and environments. When we talk about environments, this can also be going to a store. Maybe you go there and there's people there that are grumpy. And we've had this a lot in the pandemic, right? We hear those stories about being in the grocery store and people acting out, being grumpy, and all of this kind of stuff. We can absorb those energies from the environment, or even being in a hospital. Lots of people are radiating emotional energies in a hospital. We can absorb those from places, right? So this is a really great technique that I would love to show you, because it helps to cleanse you of all negative psychic energies, stress states, and emotions absorbed from other people or places that can impact your well-being. So that can impact your emotional well-being, your mental well-being, because you might start getting negative thoughts in your mind. And also that can impact your physical health. The energies will get stuck in your aura, chakras, and energy systems first. If they're not cleared, they will go into the physical body. They can go into the organs, glands, joints, muscles, tissues, skin, and that can cause an imbalance of that area. And over time, if it's not cleared, can lead to ill health. Once these energies are cleansed, it helps you to return to a more balanced state, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And when you cleanse your aura regularly, it helps to take energetic pressure off your aura, to keep it strong and healthy, bright and vibrant. And when you don't cleanse your aura, negative energies can build up in the aura, weaken your aura, create holes and tears in your aura, and then penetrate through into the physical body, which can lead to ill health. Okay, so guys, if I say it another way, just like, you shower and bathe and brush your teeth on a regular basis, cleansing your aura on a regular basis is good energy hygiene to keep your aura really strong and bright and vital. Okay, all right, so let's dive into this first technique. So go ahead and take your amethyst crystal. And we're going to speak a healing intention to the crystal to bring out the healing effect that we would like to achieve. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in to center yourself. And exhale fully. And we're going to speak a healing intention to the stone. So please repeat after me. So you can say it out loud. You can even say it in your mind silently. Both ways work. Okay, so repeat after me. Thank you for cleansing me of all negative psychic vibrations, so that I am healthy, clean, pure, and balanced. In full faith, so be it. Okay, so now you're going to take the amethyst, and the amethyst is radiating beautiful, cleansing, healing energy. You're going to take the amethyst and brush yourself down from head to toe, okay? And as you brush yourself down, the light emanating from the amethyst is going to cleanse out, dissolve all negative psychic debris from your aura. So you always brush in a downward motion. Also get underneath your arms, okay? Underneath armpits, don't forget about that area. You can go a little bit behind you. And don't worry if you can't reach all the way behind you. We're going to move on to part 2 to this technique, which will work on those areas that you've missed. This is just brushing out all the dense energies, the dense emotions, the dense stress states that you have absorbed from other people and places, as well as your own emotions and stress states that might be stuck in your aura. So brushing yourself down from head to toe. Also get underneath your feet, brushing underneath your feet. You might sense those negative energies as like pockets of gray fog or dark energy, dark spots, and sense, see, and feel all of that dissolving completely in the beautiful light that is radiating from the amethyst crystal. Okay. Okay. So we're just clearing that. So now go ahead and just let your amethyst rest in the dish of salt just for a moment. And just take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And again, nice deep breath in and exhale. Okay, so now taking your amethyst out of the salt, we're going to move on to part 2 of this technique. So we're going to speak another intention to the crystal because we just cleansed it in the salt. So repeat after me. Thank you for completely cleansing me of all negative psychic vibrations so that I am healthy, clean, and pure. In full faith, so be it. And now take the amethyst and hold it to the top of your head. If you have an amethyst point the amethyst down, pointed end down. And as you hold the amethyst to the top of your head, and as you breathe deeply, sense, see, and feel that a beautiful cleansing, purple healing light is flowing from the amethyst, pouring down through your aura and down through your body, down through your chakras. That beautiful purple cleansing light of the amethyst is pouring down through your aura, down through your chakras, down through your body, just like a waterfall of purple light. Sense, see, and feel that the purple cleansing light is flowing through your aura, through your body, dissolving all negative psychic energies, dissolving all negative emotions, dissolving all stress states, dissolving all negative psychic energies that your body may have absorbed. That can include jealousy directed towards you from other people. That can also include cleansing any negative psychic attack. Even when people have had negative thoughts towards you, and just cleansing all of that out. That can include cleansing out judgments and criticisms people have towards you. That's another negative emotional energy. So as you breathe deeply, sense, see, and feel all of that beautiful purple cleansing light pouring down through your aura, down through your body, through your chakras, that beautiful waterfall of purple light, cleansing you of all of that negative emotional energy. You might see that negative energy as pockets of dark gray fog or black spots, and just dissolving as all of that beautiful purple light of the amethyst flows and through you, pours down through your aura and your body, cleansing you completely. And as you breathe, feel yourself completely cleansed of all negative psychic energy and feel yourself becoming refreshed, bright, and more vibrant. Feel yourself becoming brighter, your aura becoming brighter, your chakras becoming brighter, your body holding more light as this beautiful cleansing is taking place. And just continue to breathe and just let even more of that beautiful purple light wash over you, wash through you, cleansing you completely. And then taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then just slowly opening your eyes. Okay, so now take the amethyst and just place it in your dish of salt to cleanse. All right, good work, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to open up the breakout rooms again, and you'll have a few minutes to share each. I'll set the timer to 4 minutes. I would like you to share with your group what that technique was like for you. What did you feel? What did you notice as you were doing that technique? Okay, so I'm just going to open up the breakout rooms now. All right, so welcome back from the breakout rooms. I hope you enjoyed sharing there. So now we're going to continue on with class and carry forward. As we go throughout this class, we're building up technique. So our first order of business was to cleanse our aura, okay? So now let's carry forward. So now that we've done that, our next order of business is to do a beautiful breathing technique. We call this the Amethyst breath for staying calm. This is such a great technique to help with overall stress relief, because sensitive people and empaths can get stressed very easily, especially when they become affected by emotional energies. This technique helps you to remain calm and relaxed when interacting with people who are negative. So if someone is anxious or grumpy or irritable or sad or depressed or grieving, this helps you to remain calm and relaxed and neutral so that you can be a healing presence for that person, to offer, help to them, but not getting flustered or stressed out yourself. This breath brings a calm and peaceful energy to situations that can help to raise the overall vibration of the situation to a better state. So in other words, what that means is that when we do this beautiful technique, we are inhaling the beautiful calm energy of the amethyst. We inhale beautiful purple light, and it's that peaceful energy from the amethyst, and then we exhale purple light and peaceful energy back out into the environment. So that starts to bring a healing energy and a beautiful calm energy into the situation when you're dealing with people. And that will also help them, because that will help them to also calm down and come back into a really beautiful, healthy state. I will talk a little bit more about some personal stories with these techniques at the end of class, and I'll share that at the end of the class, because when I tell these stories, I tend to go off on tangents, and I want to make sure I teach you the techniques. So I will tell you some beautiful stories about this at the end of class. Okay, so go ahead and take your amethyst crystal, okay? And we're going to speak a beautiful healing intention to the crystal. So close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in, as deep as you can, and exhale fully. And we're going to speak an intention, so please repeat after me, saying to the amethyst, "Thank you for helping me to be calm and relaxed. In full faith, so be it." And now hold the amethyst to your chest. So just to your chest, area of your lungs. And as you do this breathing exercise, it's best to breathe through your nose and exhale through your mouth. However, if you have allergies or are stuffed up and need to breathe through your mouth, that's okay too. That will also work. So just get into a comfortable rhythm to your breath. And as you breathe deeply, sense, see, and feel that the crystal is radiating a beautiful, calming, lavender purple healing light all around you. And that beautiful lavender healing light is flowing all around you, and that it's peaceful and calm. Amethyst has a beautiful, peaceful energy. So sense, see, and feel all of that lavender light from the crystal flowing all around you now. And you can see that light as a beautiful lavender purple mist, soothing and calming. And as you breathe deeply, and as you inhale, you'll inhale that beautiful lavender light, that beautiful lavender mist. So inhale through your nose, pulling that beautiful, peaceful energy into you, and then exhale that lavender light out through your mouth. And exhaling that peaceful energy back out. And as you inhale through your nose, inhaling that beautiful, peaceful light, that lavender colored light, and exhale that beautiful lavender light, that peaceful energy. So continue to breathe in this way, inhaling that soothing energy, that lavender light in through your nose, taking that peaceful energy into your body, and exhaling that beautiful lavender mist out back into the room, bringing that healing energy and that peaceful energy back into the room. And as you breathe in this way, your body and being is filling with all of that beautiful, peaceful energy. Inhaling that beautiful, soothing purple mist. And exhaling that beautiful, peaceful lavender light. And just breathing nice and slow. Inhaling that purple light from the crystal. Inhaling that soothing energy and exhaling out that purple light. And that soothing energy. Now as all of that purple light circulates throughout your body and being, it's filling you with that beautiful, peaceful energy. And as you exhale, it's filling the room that you're in with that beautiful, peaceful energy, having a good effect on anyone else who's in the room. That can include people, plants, animals. So take now 3 more deep breaths in, inhaling that beautiful lavender light from the crystal. And exhaling that lavender light. And inhaling that peaceful energy. And exhale. And one more time, inhaling that lavender light. And exhale. And then slowly opening your eyes. All right, good work. Okay, excellent, you guys. So I'm just going to open up the breakout rooms again, and I would love for you to share what that technique was like for you, what you noticed, and what you felt during that technique. Okay, so now that you are back from breakout rooms, we are carrying forward in this class and building upon technique. So let's carry forward. All right. Okay, so now that we've cleansed ourselves and now that we've done our amethyst breath for being in that nice calm state, let's now carry to the next one. So our next order of business, our next technique is learning how to stay centered, because when we absorb negative energies and emotions and stress from other people and places, we get flustered, we're stressed out, then we get flustered, we get frantic, we can get anxious or grumpy. So now that we've put ourselves in that nice calm state, now it's important that we center ourselves. So this technique is so beautiful because it helps you to regain your center when thrown off balance from dealing with aggressive or negative people or from being in a negative environment. This also helps you to be strong and empowered within yourself, as it also restores your personal power or empowerment. Also helps you to maintain a balanced and strong state when dealing with negative people or situations, so that situations don't get the better of you, or so negative people don't get the better of you, and especially when they're trying to push your buttons, because that can happen. So remember this, when you absorb negative energies from other people or places, it will throw you off your center. You'll get flustered, you'll be stressed, it's harder to think, harder to pay attention, and or deal effectively with people or situations. So staying centered is going to help with this, and this helps you to come back to your center. But you have to put yourself into a more calm state first, so that's why we did the amethyst breath. And then once you're in that more calm state, now you can come back to your center. center, and being centered, balanced, and being in your personal power. So this is so good to bring you back there. And when you're in your personal power and when you're centered like this, you will be more neutral. So when other people are, I'm going to say, acting up around you, getting irritable or cranky, grumpy, maybe they get angry and mad or depressed or anxious, you'll be in a more neutral state. Okay, so go ahead and take your amethyst. Okay. And close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in to center yourself. And exhale fully. And when you're thrown off your center, it's harder to think. That's when that brain fog comes in, being flustered and confused. So this will help to bring you also good clarity and mental clarity as well. Okay, so we're going to speak a healing intention to the crystal. So please repeat after me. Thank you for helping me to be centered in myself. In full faith, so be it. And now take the amethyst crystal and hold it to the top of your head right at your crown chakra. And as you breathe deeply, sense, see, and feel that a beautiful column of purple healing light is flowing from the amethyst, pouring down through your head and down through your spine to your tailbone. So as you breathe, sense, see, and feel that a beautiful column of purple healing light is flowing from the crystal through the top of your head, down your spine to your tailbone. And feel the strength of the healing light of the crystal anchoring you to your center. Your spine is your center, helping you to hold things together, to be centered. So just let all of that beautiful purple light pour down through the top of your head, down through your spine, giving you good strength. So that the light of the crystal is bringing you back to your center so that you are aligned to your center, just like your spine is aligned in the center of your body. And as you breathe, sense yourself becoming strengthened as your body receives the healing energy of the crystal. Feel the core of your being becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. And as you inhale and exhale, feel yourself completely aligning with your center and aligning with the core of your being as the healing light of the crystal is just gently pulling you back to your center, being centered in your body, being centered in your being, and feel yourself becoming fully present in your body. And now that you're centered within yourself, take the amethyst crystal and hold the amethyst to your solar plexus chakra, right where your ribs meet your sternum. So holding the crystal right to your solar plexus chakra. And as you breathe deeply, tune in to your solar plexus chakra and allow your solar plexus to absorb all of that healing energy from the amethyst crystal. Feel your solar plexus chakra receiving this healing energy, that your solar plexus chakra is just like a sponge soaking up that beautiful healing energy from the crystal, and that your solar plexus chakra is becoming brighter, a brilliant golden yellow color, just like sunshine, bright and vibrant and sparkling. And as your solar plexus chakra is healing and strengthening in this way, feel the power of your essence inside your solar plexus chakra becoming stronger and strengthening as well. And as you breathe, feel that powerful essence, strong and bright and vibrant, in your solar plexus chakra. And feel that powerful essence flow from your solar plexus chakra and filling your entire body from head to toe, and filling your being with that beautiful, strong, empowered essence. And as you breathe, sense, see, and feel yourself becoming super empowered and bright. And that this empowered feeling radiates out from you, out from your entire being, that beautiful, strong, radiant, empowered energy. Sense, see, and feel that you are now centered, fully present in your body, and strong in your own personal power and empowerment. And now, affirm these beautiful healing words, saying out loud, I am now strong, centered, and balanced. I am now strong, centered, and balanced. In full faith, so be it. And then taking a nice deep breath in and exhale fully. And then just slowly opening your eyes. All right, good work, everyone. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the breakout rooms, and again, I'll switch them around so you can meet some new people and just sharing what you experienced doing that technique. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we're all back from breakout rooms, so good job, everyone. So let's now carry forward, and like I said, building upon technique. Okay. Alrighty, so now that we've cleansed ourselves, we did our amethyst breath to be relaxed, now we're centered and empowered, let's now move on. So the next order of business is now to strengthen our aura and strengthen our psychic immunity so that we are immune to other people's negative energies. So this is very important to cleanse yourself first of those negative vibes and then put yourself in that calm, centered state. And now we can work with the amethyst to repair any and heal any leaks, tears, holes, weak spots, vulnerabilities in the aura where negative energies can penetrate through. So we're going to heal our aura so that it's not susceptible to absorbing negative psychic energy. And then we're also going to boost our natural protection. We're going to boost what I call our psychic immunity by strengthening the natural protective qualities of our aura. So we all have this protection. Our aura, when it's strong and healthy, will have this good built-in natural protection. But when we absorb negative energies and stress states from other people and places, that creates weaknesses in the aura. It can actually cause the aura to have holes. And then those negative energies can go into the body and it weakens that protection. It's like, it's corrosive. Like think about that negative psychic energy being like acidic. It erodes and diminishes that protection, just like an acid would dissolve something. So we need to boost our protective energy field in our aura. We all have that natural protection. And doing this technique on a regular basis can help the aura to stay healthy and bright and your natural protective field strong and healthy so that that protection is super, super strong. So the more you do this technique, the more strong protection you will have, the more strength you will have in your aura, and then you'll have that good immunity to be immune to other people's negative energies and stress states. Okay, does that make sense? So this, I really encourage you to practice this one as a homework assignment every day to really build up that protection. Okay, so go ahead and take your amethyst. I would love to teach you this technique. So close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Okay, so we're going to speak a healing intention to the stone. So please repeat after me. Thank you for healing my aura of any weak spots and vulnerabilities that I have to absorbing negative psychic energy so that I'm fully safe and fully protected and completely immune to all negative energy. In full faith, so be it. And now hold the crystal to your upper chest, right over your sternum. Okay, so right over the sternum, right here. And as you breathe deeply, sense, see, and feel that the crystal is flowing a vibrant purple healing light into your aura, the energy field all around your body. So as you breathe, sense, see, and feel that the crystal is flowing a vibrant purple healing light into your aura. Sense, see, and feel your aura absorbing the healing energy of the crystal. Sense, see, and feel that your aura is becoming stronger and stronger as the healing light of the amethyst repairs all weaknesses in your aura, repairing any holes or tears in your aura, healing all weak spots in your aura so that your aura is strong and bright and healthy. And as you breathe, sense, see, and feel the aura healing and repairing itself in that beautiful purple light of the amethyst crystal. And as you breathe, sense, see, and feel all of that purple light from the amethyst flowing into your aura, healing all holes and tears and weak spots in your aura so that your aura is healed, strong, healthy, and vibrant, and shining with beautiful healing energy. Strong, bright, healthy. And now, as you breathe, sense, see, and feel your entire aura become bright and strong. And now you'll say to the amethyst, speaking to the amethyst, repeat after me. Thank you for flowing energy around me so that my natural psychic protection is strong and fortified to keep me strong, safe, and fully protected. In full faith, so be it. And now, as you breathe, sense, see, and feel that the crystal is radiating a sparkling lavender purple healing light. And that beautiful lavender healing light is flowing all around you and through your aura, strengthening that natural protection of your aura. Feel this healing light from the crystal, strengthening that natural protective energy of your aura to protect you from all negative energies, boosting your psychic immunity to be immune to all negative energies. Sense, see, and feel that beautiful lavender purple light flowing also on the outside of your aura, boosting that protection, boosting your psychic immunity so that you have good protection from all other negative energies from people and places. And just let even more of that beautiful lavender light flow all throughout your aura, all on the outside of your aura, strengthening your protection. Feel strong, safe, and secure, physically, mentally, emotionally, and psychically. as your natural protective energies are boosted through the strength of your own aura. And feel that protection strong and solid. Your aura bright, vibrant, and completely healed. And taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then slowly opening your eyes. Okay, so now what you can do is carry the amethyst on your body, so in your pocket or if you wear jewelry, to also continue to radiate that healing energy into your aura to keep your aura strong, okay? So that no holes or tears are happening in the aura, but also to keep your protection really strong and bright. Okay, so that's a good way that you can do it. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the breakout rooms again, and you'll have a few minutes just to share what that healing technique was like for you. All right, so welcome back. So again, we are building upon technique. So we have one more technique left to go. So this one is so beautiful for the environment. Okay, so this technique I would love to show you now is so beautiful to transmute negative energies in the environment, because we're human, we're going to have emotions. When we have emotions and stress states, we radiate that out into the room. We send that out into the room, and those emotional energies can build up in the room, right? And when they build up there, then we can become more affected by it, and it can pollute us, or I want to say repollute us again with those energies. So toxic energies can build up in any environment, a room, your home, even in a work environment. And this happens when people are continually stressed, angry, upset, depressed, and emoting those energies into the environment, and then it will build up in the environment. And a sensitive person or empath can be affected by those energies. So Amethyst can transmute those negative energies, helping the environment to be energetically clear and filled with bright and loving energy. And when the environment has a positive vibe, people feel better and they're able to thrive because the environment is healthy. And when the environment is energetically healthy, we do better, we feel better, our emotional health is better, our mental health is better, our physical health is better. So this is such a beautiful technique for that. Okay. So, for this technique, you can work with any amethyst. So it can be a point, a sphere, it can be a rough piece like this. If you have one of these clusters, it's part of a geode, this is a really nice cluster to have to radiate energy. So you can work with any of them. And so wonderful for this. So go ahead and take the amethyst that you will be working with and close your eyes. And take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And we're going to speak a healing intention to the amethyst. So please repeat after me. Thank you for cleansing all negative energies, emotions, and stress in this environment, and transmuting those energies into light and love. In full faith, so be it. Now, take the amethyst and hold it to your heart chakra, right in the center of your chest. And as you breathe deeply, sense, see, and feel that your heart chakra is flowing loving energy into the amethyst. And the amethyst is just like a sponge, just soaking up all of that beautiful loving energy. So as you breathe deeply, just flowing that beautiful loving energy into the amethyst. And to even help you do that, just think about how much you love amethyst. And just letting that love flow into the amethyst. And as you breathe, sense, see, and feel the crystal soaking up all of that love flowing from your heart center, just like a sponge. And sense, see, and feel that the amethyst is becoming brighter and brighter, more sparkling, as its healing power is becoming fully activated by your loving energy. So just continue to send more loving energy into the amethyst, and sense, see, and feel the amethyst soaking up that love and becoming brighter and brighter, more sparkling and bright, vibrant. And now taking a nice deep breath in and exhale. And then just slowly opening your eyes. Okay, so now that the crystal has absorbed all of that loving energy, now what you can do is place the crystal in the center of the room or as close to center as you can. And the amethyst will begin to radiate light and love out into the room. And it will, when it comes in contact with any emotional energies or negative energies in the room, it will transmute that negative energy into light and love so that the environment remains clean and bright and full of love, that beautiful, bright energy. Okay, so place it in the center of the room or close to center as you can. And you can do this also for a work environment. So if you work in an office, you can program an amethyst crystal like this and place it on the desk to radiate that beautiful healing energy into the work environment, especially when coworkers can get grumpy or stressed out, and that will help. You can even wear it as jewelry. So even a bracelet, if you work, let's say in a retail environment, in a retail store, restaurant, grocery store, you can wear it on your body, okay? Earrings, necklace, bracelet, ring, and it will continue to radiate that beautiful healing energy all around you into the environment, uplifting the environment to a brighter, loving, more healed state, okay? So those are the ways that you can work with it. All right, good work, everyone. So this pretty much brings us now to the end of class. So I would like to just open it up for some questions. So we'll take some questions and then I will share some personal stories working with Amethyst. So we're at 90 minutes. If you can stay to listen to the questions and stories, great. If you have to go because you've got other things to do after this class, then it's okay if you leave, but it's nice just to share some extra experiences and questions. So I'm just gonna look here at the chat box. Okay, so question about this technique. Do we need to do the same ritual with the bracelet? Yeah, so if you're going to wear jewelry and have that jewelry radiate that healing energy out into the environment, then yes, you would do it with the necklace, bracelet, earrings. Yeah. Okay, question. Also, please suggest if raw crystals are better than polished ones. Oh, yes. Let's talk about that question. Size and quality do not matter when it comes to crystal healing. So a rough stone like this, as opposed to an amethyst polish like this one is more expensive. This one not as, okay. When it comes to crystal healing, the quality doesn't matter. A rough stone or a super high quality equally has high vibration healing energies. They both work equally as well. Size does not matter. Even if you're working with a small amethyst. Now I have an amethyst, it's probably hard to see it on camera, right here, peridot amethyst. This one is amethyst, okay? It's a little tiny stone, but when I speak a healing intention to the stone, it activates big, bright healing energy. So even small little stones can be very powerful. Please don't think bigger is better. You know, I think in our culture, you know, it's like, we think like, oh, if the crystal is bigger, it's more powerful. Okay, that's not the case. Small stones are equally as powerful as big ones, especially when you work with them with healing intention. Okay, so that is something that is super important. Okay, so please, crystal sellers, like, you know, when you go to in-person shops online, sometimes they'll try to sell you the most expensive, sparkly, you know, stone because it's like, oh, it's better. But not when it comes to crystal healing. It's only aesthetics. If you like the big, sparkly, expensive crystal, fine. If you like the rough piece, fine. I tend to work with rough pieces, small pieces, broken crystals. When we even work with broken crystals, it's like, I still see those crystals as beautiful. They're not, to me, they're not broken. They still have amazing healing energies. And it's like, you could have the broken crystal sitting in the crystal shop. Nobody wants it. I'll buy it. I'll take it home. I'll work with it because it's beautiful. It still has amazing healing energy. And those crystals are very happy to do healing work. Okay. Oh, is there a question between light amethyst and dark amethyst or chevron one? No, all of those types of amethyst will work for the healing techniques we've done in this class. So if it's a light colored amethyst, if it's a dark one, if it's got chevrons in it, I don't have a chevron amethyst handy here, but a chevron amethyst is the purple amethyst with white lines in it, okay? Usually it's quartz, sometimes calcite. Any of those will work. They all work equally as well for this class. Okay, question about the salt. Coming back to salt, how often do you personally like to change the salt and get rid of the old salt? So that is a really good question there. So with the salt, okay, so I will keep using the same salt over and over again. So what I do to refresh the salt about once a week, I take the crystals out of the salt. I put the dish of salt in the windowsill to catch the natural sunlight, and the sunlight will just kind of refresh the salt. And then that way I can use the same salt over and over. Not that I'm throwing out the salt after each cleansing. You might need to change the salt. If you work in or live in a place that has higher humidity, sometimes the salt will get hard, like it gets really hard and crusty. Okay, then change it. If the salt is getting a little dusty, I would change it. Okay, so that would be the way that I would know. Okay, so those are the questions I've seen in the chat box. Okay, so we have a question from Carla. Carla, go ahead.
So say, I'm going to be working with my bracelet. So when I wash my hands, would the water, say, remove the program from my bracelet?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. So in my opinion, this is my crystal opinion, that water is a bit of a weaker way to cleanse the crystal. Okay. The methods that we worked on in class here are stronger methods of cleansing. However, when you work with a cleansing intention, remember we spoke to the Palo Santo, thank you for cleansing all negative energy from the crystal. If you were to do that with the water, then the water would cleanse the intention out of the crystal. If you're washing your hands and water goes on it, but you don't speak that intention, it won't cleanse the intention on your crystal.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Kema, I see your hand is up if you want to unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, I typed my questions in the chatting box, but I think it's buried. So my question is about yoni egg, and I do know that you haven't teach the yoni egg thing, but I noticed that the crystal yoni egg can be very effective, and I sense that amethyst is such a healer stone, nicknamed the healer stone, and I sense that healing energy through your workshop today. And also, like, I attended all of your shamanic classes last year, and I felt like your ritual guidance is just super powerful and healing and empowering. So my question is, would it be even like considered, or is it possible, to have that, self ritual or the guidance by you or anybody else, about the amethyst yoni egg healing, especially for the sexual trauma and also sensual deprivation because of the trauma in the female body? I think it's the most kind of like pressing kind of the thing against the female body. There are all kinds of women in the world, but especially with women with the female body, is that trauma is a really, really significant. So I'm just wondering whether you have some idea about that or insight. Thank you.
Okay, so yoni eggs. Okay, so yoni eggs. Now, in some traditional crystal healing cultures, some cultures would work with yoni eggs. So it's a crystal in the shape of an egg. And what they would do would be insert it into the female area, the vaginal area, okay, for healing and things like this. Now, there are crystal sellers that do sell yoni eggs. I'm just going to say that the yoni eggs, you have to just be very careful that the crystals are extremely pure and that there's no toxins in the crystals, because you don't want your body to absorb those toxic energies. So you just have to make sure you get it from a really good seller. Now, with the crystal, because it's made of crystal, the crystals have healing properties. So the idea is that those yoni eggs can heal from any kind of negative sexual traumas, sexual abuse, things like this, and restore balance to sexuality and sensuality, and do a lot of healing work there. And then also like increase the health of the muscles of the pelvic floor, and pleasure and things like this. So those are what the yoni eggs are about. But please beware, make sure that if you are working with them, that they're very clean and pure, no toxins in there, because you don't want to have your body absorb those toxins. Yeah.
And amethyst is okay we can use as a yoni egg, or?
Well, it depends, because sometimes amethyst can be combined with other minerals, and those other minerals could be toxic. So you just have to be very careful about that. Yeah, thanks for asking. And Akanksha, let's go to you. Your hand is up.
Yeah, hi. So I was just wanting to ask that typically we keep crystals at a very clean place and then, cleanse them regularly, but crystals are also used for taking bath, correct? And definitely, your bathroom is not a sacred space, whatever I can call, right? Though we have a relaxing time and time with one own self while taking bath, you take salt baths and various type of, to remove negative energies. So I'm just wanting to understand it better, how taking bath with crystals work. Should I keep a separate set of crystals for bathroom? Can we keep crystals there, or it's just that take them and take that out? It's a little confusing.
Yeah, okay, so my answer to that is it's personal preference. If you want to have a set of bathroom crystals to use for baths and stuff like that, you can have a separate set, or you could have one set and work with those crystals for other healing purposes. You would just cleanse them. And if you cleanse them, then it's fine. Like there's some also belief that the bathroom has some dirty energies because, okay, for what goes on in the bathroom, right? Okay, and yes, that is the case. But if you cleanse your crystals, you'll cleanse anything out from there. Like for myself, I love to take baths with rose quartz and lepidolite and things like that. And I have a bath where it has a very wide ledge, and I put the crystals on there, and I surround myself in the crystals. And then once I cleanse the crystals first, put them around my bathtub, have my bath. When I'm done, I take those crystals and I cleanse them. But I personally use those crystals for other healing purposes too, not just bath. So it's personal preference, up to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for asking. And Cheryl, let's go to you.
Yes, so my question is, do you recommend sleeping with amethyst, like under your pillow? What type of benefits does it have? And do you need to cleanse before and after?
Yes, cleanse before and after. And I personally love amethyst under the pillow. I put amethyst under my pillow. Actually, it's this one that I work with under my pillow. And when you have the amethyst under your pillow, because it has a soothing energy, that it helps with relieving stress, helping you to have a better sleep. One of the other healing properties of amethyst is for insomnia. And when you get up in the morning, you would cleanse it again. But even, as you sleep, with one of the techniques we've done in this class too, to strengthen your aura, as you sleep, the amethyst can continue to strengthen you as you sleep. So yeah, so you can try that out. And then in the morning, cleanse it again. Yeah, and Lexi, I think I see your hand up.
Thank you.
Want to, just unmute yourself there.
Yes, so I had a question regarding the direction of the points, and does it matter which direction the point is pointing and which hand we use?
The hand doesn't matter, right or left is okay. If you have an amethyst point, when you're doing the cleansing work, you want it to point down. So when you hold it at your head, pointing down. When you have it at solar plexus chakra, pointing towards you. It will, if you have it the other way, it will still work, but a little bit more beneficial to have it pointing towards you. That will be good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah, and Ellie, let's go to you. Your hand is up. You just have to unmute yourself, Ellie.
Hi again. So I have small kids, like from 6 to 2 years. Do you recommend the amethyst necklaces, or what do you have to do before and after they use them, or if they use them on a daily basis, how often do you have to cleanse them?
Yeah, that's a good question. So with kids, depending on the age, because some small kids, like if they have jewelry, they want to pull at it. Okay, could break it. Yeah. So even like a stone in the pocket, even to put the stone in like a little pouch, and then a stone in the pocket is nice. And I would cleanse it every day because kids are emoting all kinds of energies. Kids, they go to school, they could be bullied by another kid, right? So you'd want to cleanse the amethyst every day on a daily basis, just to make sure that the amethyst is really clean and bright. And then, like kids, sometimes they say like negative comments to each other. It's like, oh, you're stupid, or, whatever, right? As kids will do, right? That's a negative energy that can go to the child, right? So cleanse that amethyst every day. And then plus kids go through all kinds of emotions. Yeah.
Can I cleanse them all together? Because I
Yep.
have 3 kids, so it's a lot of work.
Yes. All together, cleanse them all together. That'll make it easy.
Thank you.
Sure. And Akanshika, any other questions from you? I see your hand is up there.
Me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if you had like a list or a write out of the wording for the intentions that we use for each section.
Yes, so how the class will work is once we end our time here together, I'm going to do some work on my side to convert the video, upload the video. When that happens, I will email you guys as a group with the link to the video so you can watch it again and follow along with the techniques. And in that email, you're going to get a PDF file of all the written instructions.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so depending on how fast my internet connection is, I will either send that out today or by tomorrow at the latest. Okay, so watch your email inbox for that. And you're welcome. Yeah, and Jennifer, question.
Yeah, my question was regarding cleansing. Would placing crystals on, say, a selenite dish or a selenite slate, would that be the same as putting them in salt?
No, you know what? I'm not a big fan about cleansing with selenite. You know why? Because over time, crystals get tired and that energy of the selenite can diminish and then it's not very strong. That's number one. Number two is you don't know if there's been a program intention into the selenite. If that's the case, it might not be doing its cleansing work as efficiently as it could. So I personally don't work with selenite for cleansing crystals in that way. I do work with selenite to put crystals on top of it to charge with energy. I will work with it with that. So that's just one thing to know about, selenite. And on my YouTube channel, I do have a video there of how to revive tired crystals when your crystals get worn out, just like you. If you're doing so much work, you get tired. Crystals do that too, and so does selenite. Even though it's a higher vibration gemstone, if it's doing a lot of work, it's gonna get tired, just like you. So yeah, so that's just something to be aware of. Yeah. And Jennifer, I see your hand up there.
Yeah, I was wondering about charging on orgone plates. What do you think about that?
You can. Orgone, okay, orgone generators have cleansing properties. They're one of their healing intentions is to cleanse negative energy from a room and all of that. So you could put a crystal on top of there. It can cleanse the crystal and it can charge the crystal. I used to have one of those. I actually had a pyramid one that I don't have anymore because I gifted it away to someone else. But I used to put my crystals around it. And yeah, and I found that it had a nice effect. So you can try it. If you like to work with it, try it. Yeah, thanks for asking. And Janet, I see your hand up.
I'm just wondering if you can, so that last meditation we did, if I have a client every hour, do I need to reset the intention before each client comes in to kind of purify and?
No, like to have the amethyst in the room, you mean?
Yeah.
Just set it once for the day. Okay. Yeah. Because then you have lots of people coming in and out. So set it once for the day and then it will be good to go for the entire day.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, great. Thanks. And Celeste.
Hi, this is a great class. Thank you, Krista. I'm curious now, I'm a little bit confused. What is the difference between charging the crystal and cleansing the crystal?
Okay, so good question. So cleansing the crystal cleanses it of the negative energies that the crystal has absorbed. Charging the crystal is to boost its healing power. Okay, so those are two different things. Okay, so
Okay,
when
thank you.
when you charge the crystal, it just enhances its healing energy. You can charge it in the sunlight, in the moonlight, on a selenite wand or selenite plate. Those ways will boost up the healing power of the crystal, especially when it becomes tired and is overworked.
But the selenite you were saying, because I've used selenite for a while now to cleanse them, but you're saying that really, because the selenite is used, maybe overused, that it may not actually be cleansing them. It can charge them, but not cleanse them.
It can cleanse them, but for me, I feel it's a weaker way to cleanse it, because if it has a programming in there or getting tired, the cleansing is not going to be as good as it could be. So that's why I don't use the selenite for cleansing.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And okay, we'll do 2 more questions. Cheryl, go ahead.
Is it possible to put your bowl of sea salt and the crystal in the sunlight and have it cleanse and charge at the same time?
Good question. No, do it separate. So take the crystal out, put the salt in there to charge, and you can put the crystal beside it. Okay, so, you know, I take these guys out, okay? And then I would just have my crystal and my salt sitting on the windowsill beside each other. That's how I would do it. Yeah. Cleaner. It's cleaner that way, more powerful that way. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And then last one, Purva, go ahead.
Hi, so I just wanted to ask a quick question. Can we put multiple crystals of different kinds and different energies in the same salt dish at the same time? Or do we have to categorize them by like different types?
At the same time. So you can definitely have it at the same time. Multiple crystals in the dish, no problem there. Yeah, and it can be all different types of crystals, no problem there. They will all cleanse in the salt. All right. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for asking that question. Okay, so I just want to tell just a quick little story here about some of these techniques, because these are real world examples. Okay, so if you want to listen to these stories, you can still hang out here and listen. Okay, so this just happened to me yesterday. Okay, so this just happened to me yesterday. I'm preparing for class today, right? And then yesterday, people were registering for this class on Eventbrite, but Eventbrite had a tech issue and the confirmation emails were not going out with the Zoom link. And then I was getting people emailing me going, oh my God, I registered for the class and I'm not getting the Zoom link. Like, what's going on, right? And then I was like, oh no, what's going on? Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I have tech issues, I have like a meltdown because I don't know what to do to solve it. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? You know, and then I was like getting flustered. I was thrown off my center. I was getting stressed out. Then I was getting brain fog and I couldn't think. I couldn't even think clearly. And then I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh yeah, amethyst. So I took the amethyst. And I did the cleansing because my emotions were getting a little stirred up. I was getting kind of anxious going, how do I fix this thing, right? And then I did the technique to cleanse, okay, with the beautiful energy coming down to cleanse my own emotions. Then I did the amethyst breath to stay calm, okay, to release the stress. I did the amethyst breath. Then I did the centering technique that we did to come back to my center, because that threw me off my center, I have to admit. And then I could think clearly, I could pay attention, and then everything was good. I got in contact with everyone who didn't get the email, sent it out, everything got worked out, everything was good. But had I not done that, I probably would have been really flustered and frantic, and you know, maybe I'd be trying to send out the emails and it wouldn't go out properly even when I'm sending it from my end. So this is how Amethyst can help us. Now, a long time ago when I was going to university, I had 2 jobs. I worked in a grocery store and I worked in a retail clothing store. Okay, and if you've ever worked in those environments, it's a lot of different people that could come in, right? And especially grocery store, because people would come in around, dinner time, lunchtime, and we have that word hangry. They're hungry and they're getting irritable, blood sugar levels are dropping, and they would be kind of in a negative state, right? I used to be the cashier. So I have, great sympathy and compassion for cashiers in the pandemic. I know what it's like when the customers start getting grumpy, right? I had an amethyst ring that I would wear, and I would do these techniques for myself to not absorb those energies, but also the ring was sending beautiful healing energies around, okay, to transmute that. And then, something interesting happened, okay, because we have different cashiers. Then more people started to come to my lineup, right? Instead of the other cashiers. Why? Because on an unconscious level, they're attracted to that amethyst energy. And then guess what happened after that? People would start to feel better. They wouldn't be so grumpy. They would start to calm down. They would start to be nicer to me and to each other. Okay, that was the amethyst ring in action. It was like very interesting. And I had a coworker say to me, like, how come everyone in your line is so nice and we're getting like more grumpy people? Amethyst, right? Okay, that's very interesting. So these are some real world examples there. Okay, so I just wanted to share those quick little stories of, amethyst in action. Also, just this past week, I was talking to a friend. I had my amethyst jewelry on, but I took it off to make lunch because I was washing my hands and stuff like that. I forgot to put it back on. Then I had a phone call with a friend of mine and she was stressed out. And then all of a sudden I started to feel energy drain, right? I started to yawn and feel tired. I'm like, why am I feeling like an energy drain? I looked down, I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing my amethyst. So I went and took my amethyst, put my bracelet back on, and instantly my energy came back up. Instantly, I felt good. So, it was good awareness for me leading up into this class. It's like I took the amethyst off, and then it's like I could feel like I didn't absorb a lot of her energies or anything like that, but I just started to feel a little tired. That's my telltale sign. As soon as I feel energy drain, I know I need to remedy that. So, those are my stories. Yeah, awesome, good stuff. Okay, so just as we end our time here together, a couple of things I just see in the chat box here. If you are on Instagram, I'm on Instagram under @LearnCrystalHealing. Okay, Learn Crystal Healing is my Instagram. Okay. Also, we have some other crystal classes coming up. I have 2 other classes scheduled, so I'll just let you know what those classes are. Okay, so the next one, if you're interested in going deeper, the next class is Enhancing Intuition for Daily Living with Sodalite Gemstone, which is this one here. Okay, Sodalite Gemstone, this one here. And this helps to open up your psychic senses. We're all born with intuition. This helps to clear blockages that block your intuition, whether that's negative beliefs or negative conditioning from family and culture telling you that intuition is not good or wrong or bad. Clearing that to have really clear intuition, to be a guiding force in your life, to listen to your own intuition, your own inner wisdom, your own higher self, to make effective decisions, knowing what to pursue, knowing what to stay away from, knowing if someone is trustworthy or not, if you're entering into a love relationship or friendship, or even having a coworker. So that class is amazing. So that is on Saturday, April the 10th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And you can register for that class on my website, learncrystalhealing.com, or my other one, christalynn.ca. And then the other one for May, Saturday, May the 8th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, Empowering Your Communication with Amazonite Gemstone. And communication is key to having effective relationships, for life running smoother. If you have trouble speaking up or speaking your truth or saying your feelings, or you're afraid about how other people are going to respond, like getting negative backlash, we learn how to heal all of this, to empower our communication, to say what we need to say in a good way, to speak from our heart, and have the conversations, relationships go more smoothly, being able to say what we need to say. When there's communication breakdowns, it's like everything breaks down. It's like life doesn't work very well. So this is a really good class for that, and just really putting you into that place of empowerment. So that is up for registration. And then I'll be scheduling some more classes beyond that. I'm just currently working on the class schedule, so I will be posting new dates for different stones and different classes. Okay, very good. All right, awesome. So that takes us to the end of class. So it is so nice to have this time with you, to be here together as a group and doing these beautiful healing techniques. So may you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. May you enjoy working with your amethyst crystal. When I post the video, I'll leave the comments on if you want to share experiences working with amethyst. You can post them there. If you have questions, you can also post them there. I will be looking at that. So may you enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Thank you to all of you for being a part of this very special class. May you enjoy working with amethyst, and then I look forward to seeing you all in the next crystal class soon. So you can unmute yourselves to say goodbye. All right.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Thank
April.
you. Bye.